Here's a look at your daily market report on this Tuesday, the 4th day of November. Cash markets and livestock auctions yesterday tried to gain back much of last week's losses. They might not have put it all back on, but they sure put a big portion of it back on. Futures markets today, they're trying to give back much of yesterday's gains. Grains not quite giving it all back this morning. Livestock futures, however, they're giving back everything they put on yesterday and then some at midday. Taking a look at what's going on around the state today, Kingsville Livestock Auction, expecting about 2,250 head. Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains, about 2,000. Lawley Brothers Livestock Market in Macon, they're expecting about 1,000 head today. F&T Livestock Market in Palmyra, cow sale day there, they've got about 250 head. Four State Stockyards in Exeter, about 1,500 head today. No sale this week in Unionville. No early listings from Interstate Regional Stockyards or SEMO livestock sales in Jackson. Couple of cow sales coming up this Thursday. Joplin Regional Stockyards, they'll have their monthly cow sale Thursday evening at 4:30, expecting about 1,000 head there. Callaway Livestock Center, they've got their monthly special cow sale on Thursday evening. They're going to kick that off this month at 5 o'clock with a special consignment of registered stabilizer bulls from Leachman Cattle Company, and then the regular replacement cow sale, it'll get started at 6 o'clock. At the auction barns around the state on Monday, Tina Livestock Market, they had 719 head compared to last week. Calves were called sharply higher this week. At Callaway Livestock Center in Kingdom City, they sold 2,136 head. The market there was called anywhere from $15 to $40 higher. Several pot loads in the offering there. Some heavy 8-weight steers, 120 head of 885-pound steers brought $350. Had a full load of 556-pound heifers, tagged as thin, $414.75. At Joplin Regional Stockyards, they ended up with a few more than expected, 6,725 head. The steers were called $10 to $40 higher, heifers $5 to $15 higher. The feeder steers, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights at $425 to $480, 5-6 weights at $375 to $460, 6 to 7 weights at $354 to $404, 7 to 8 weights at $345 to $375, 8 to 9 weights at $340 to $370, 900 to 1,000-pound steers, $317 to $337. Feeder heifers, the 4 to 5 weight heifers at $370 to $425, 5-6 weights at $347 to $390, 6 to 7 weight heifers at $335 to $357, some 7 to 8 weights at $322 to $335, a load of 827-pound heifers at $306.50. Box beef cutout values at midday are mixed. Choice down $1.61 at $377.64. Select up $3.17 at $363.10. Those values based on 107 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread narrowed to $14.54. Negotiated feedlot trades so far for the week basically unestablished. Only 172 head reported so far. Last week, 55,948 head. Weighted average price on the live sales at $230.89, down $7.02. Dress sales at $358.73, down $10.55. Taking a look at the midday futures markets, cattle down probably what I'd call sharply lower at midday. So far, looking around this morning, no logical reason for that. Of course, that's kind of been the case lately. But this morning, not even no rumors or headlines floating around to really justify why. There was a meeting that actually took place in Mexico with Brooke Rollins and the Secretary of Agriculture, and it was confirmed that that border's staying closed for a while. There was some hints that, yeah, they will eventually open it, but no timeline laid out. Sure, really not much of a reason to move the futures markets this morning, but all the same, live cattle at midday, December 375 lower, 228.45. February down 407, 226.32. April 225.37, down 397. November feeder cattle down 652, 336.05. January down 650 at 330.02. March at 325.17, down 735. Lean hogs December 79.55, down 105. February 80.80, down 140. And April 84.97, down 142. Again, no real reason that we found so far why those futures markets are lower, but we'll keep looking around, see what we can dig up, and if we find anything, we'll let you know this afternoon. Taking a look at the grain markets, corn contracts at midday 3 to 4 lower, December 429 3/4, March at 443.5, and May at 452.5. Beans are 14 to 16 lower, November 1105.5, January 1118 1/4, March 1124.5. Wheat contracts, the first 3 months are fractionally at 2.5 cents higher. December 546, March at 558 3/4, May at 567.5. You get out to those new contracts next summer, fractionally to 2 cents lower. Soybean meal for December down $5.30 a ton at midday, $315.50. Soybean oil for December $49.51 a hundredweight, down 33 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your daily market report for Tuesday. This is Tony Hancock.